You may know me as the OnlyFans model who sells cups of her pee on the internet, but my friends just call me Cactus. So I thought this year was going to be the way that I just kind of like slowly dip my toe into being more mainstream. I've been online as like an amateur, basically self-shot kind of content, but I've been wanting to be more seen in the public eye. So I was going to join YouTube this year. I've been doing TikToks. And I interviewed for an article that I thought was just going to be like a little puff piece. I've done a few of those in the past. But I did not expect how this article was going to impact my life and the last couple weeks of my career. So I wanted to talk about my story, talk about what happened, talk about what you may have seen. I mean, it was only one story that's been constantly shared. There's no new information. So I figured I'd also use this to be able to talk about what is correct about those articles, what's not correct. Do I actually sell my pee? Do I sell it on OnlyFans? Do I? So one of my hairy friends said that they had to connect with somebody at the Daily Star UK, and I figured, you know what, why not? I'll take this opportunity. The author wanted to talk about people who sell bodily fluids, hair, something like that on the internet. And I thought I was just going to be part of this article that was featuring a few models. So I just sent in some information about what I kind of do, what I sell, very basic kind of information. So a couple days later, I woke up to an email because the authors in the UK sent the link, said, hey, it's now up, go check it out. And I was like, all right, cool, an article that features me, I'm gonna go check it out, I'm excited to share it. And then as I read it, I was like, holy it says, OnlyFans model sells cups of her pee for 52 pounds. A customer even used it to make an ice lolly. It took me a couple times after reading that to comprehend that it said OnlyFans model. As anybody in the OnlyFans community knows, pee content is not allowed on OnlyFans. So the fact that this title said OnlyFans model sells her pee, my heart sank. I was so scared for a second, not just for a second. So I frantically emailed the author, asked her to take off the OnlyFans part of it, but that didn't change the tweet that went out, that didn't change the SEO, that didn't change any other publications or people reading it when it came out for the first cut, because I woke up to this link. Because, you know, UK is like 8-10 hours ahead of me. It was already up, and it took me a while to even catch that it said OnlyFans model. So by the time I caught it, it was just way too late, unfortunately. So a few hours later, that night, as I was eating dinner with my mom, of all people, I get an email to both of my accounts because I have a paid OnlyFans account and I have a free OnlyFans account. They had informed me that they had both been permanently deleted. No telling me why they had. It was just an email that said, just letting you know that we deleted your accounts. It was like literally a sentence. So I emailed them back and I asked, why did I lose my account? What terms of service did I violate? And they emailed me back actually quite quickly, which is very odd for OnlyFans because they normally take days to get back to somebody. But they got back to me probably within a few hours to a day. They told me that I had violated the terms of service, i.e. urination. And they told me that they had already told me that in my last email, kind of like snippy. So it's like, one, you didn't tell me, you just sent me a sentence telling me that you had deleted my accounts permanently. So they emailed me back a third and final time saying, sorry, we can't tell you why we deleted your account. Why was I deleted today, a couple hours after this article came out? So they emailed back and said, sorry. They tried to make it better by adding Oh, you can make a new account if you want to. You can sign up with the same name and everything, but all of the years of work that you put into all of your pages and all of the fans that you had, which I had over 120, which is not like too much, but it's income on my paid page. And on my free page, I had over 4,500 fans. So I just got rid of almost 5,000 fans who were hopefully going to pay for my content. So I just lost a third to half of my income because an article stated that I sell pee on OnlyFans. So a quick little update. This is my photo studio. It's a few weeks later after I filmed the other parts of this video. I have been emailing OnlyFans a little bit more, and I wanted to share an update of what's going on with my account. So after a few emails back and forth with April, my new BFF/frenemy, in the last sentence of her email it said, "I'm afraid you won't be able to create a new account with us. You will be automatically blocked every time. Unfortunately, this is the only information we can provide you." Thanks, April. So, OnlyFans is like a no more for real reals, and I'm sad. So the reason that pee isn't allowed on OnlyFans is because of our credit card processors. Thanks, MasterCard. My second frenemy of the day. So on OnlyFans, pee, anything pee related is not allowed. Thankfully, I do have other websites like Fansly, MiniVids, my premium Snapchat stories, and clips for sale. Credit card processors are also very strict about what kind of pee content and what kind of other content you put on the web. So specifically for pee, they allow peeing on a toilet, peeing on yourself, just peeing. But if you pee on somebody, if you drink the pee, it's not allowed. So I am still trying to navigate in this world of where to post certain things, how to be able to create content that my fans want to see and still be able to give it to them. So even though I lost my OnlyFans and I have other places to post, it still doesn't mean that I am totally free and have the ability to post anywhere else that I want to. Because even then, I still kind of have to be sneaky, work with compliance, work with these credit card processors, and hope I don't lose my other accounts. Now, I'm sure that the author put OnlyFans in the title, in the article, all that kind of stuff, even though I never mentioned that I sell pee or that I am on OnlyFans in my interview with the author. OnlyFans is a really big buzzword. Nobody cares about other websites that I'm on, like MiniVids, clips for sale, like that. Those are not SEO keywords that are going to get people to look at your article. OnlyFans is the most popular site besides Pornhub that people use. So of course they're going to try to put in some things to be able to get more readers. But unfortunately, that misinformation from that author led to me losing my OnlyFans and half of my income. If she hadn't have written OnlyFans in the title, I honestly think I would still have my account today. I think I would still be making money on OnlyFans. I don't think I would have lost my fans. I think I would have been fine. So this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to make this video. I think it's very important for people who interview sex workers to make sure that they are writing the correct information. I know a lot of people don't know about sex work. Sex work is a very sensational thing to talk about on the internet. People love stories about the girl who farts in a jar or the girl who sells her bathtub water. Any sex worker losing or making money for something that is, to the normal eye, ridiculous. But interviewing sex workers without any knowledge of sex work can be harmful, and I learned this firsthand. The next morning, I woke up to an article titled, "Wheelie Gross. Former OnlyFans model sells cups of her pee for 52 pounds. A customer even made an ice lolly." They really love to pull that one in. Seeing that in another tabloid, but also the fact that it called me a former OnlyFans model made my heart sink. They must have seen, between the time that the first article was posted, checked my Twitter, and then saw that I lost my OnlyFans accounts, and then turned that into an article. All they did was rip off what they saw from the original article. Then from The Sun, because it's so popular, I have been tagged in so many different articles, and something on Chive. I've seen countries all over the world. But clearly this one story was so cool for everybody to share, which is kind of what I wanted, but the fact that most of them say former OnlyFans model sucks. There's so many other things that people don't understand about sex work. That's why these are sensational pieces. These aren't educational pieces. And it's honestly not just about the people providing the content. It's about the people asking for this content. Like, we wouldn't be making it if there wasn't a demand for it. If I didn't have people asking for cups of my pee, I would have probably never offered it. But people want a piece of me. They want to be able to enjoy something, and I feel like this is a way to give myself and let people have a totally immersive experience. So not only do they watch my content, but they experience it too. They get to smell, taste, all that kind of stuff. And I know you may be thinking, that's disgusting. I would never do that. Even just hearing about it right now makes me disgusted. And that's totally valid. You do you. Not everybody has to like everything, and not everybody is disgusted by everything either. Pee is like not even that kinky in the world of kink. I feel like I'm pretty minor on the kinkiness compared to a lot of my friends and people that I follow in the industry and people I look up to in the industry. I do a fraction of what they do. So if you think that me selling pee in cups is sensational and amazing and weird, just wait till you hear about what my friends do. A lot of my friends sell bush trimmings, fingernail clippings, squirt, things that have been in their orifices, so many different things. It's because people are asking for that, and sometimes people like to be gross, and that's okay. You probably like something gross that you don't like talking about. I like watching people pop their blackheads. Who doesn't love to sniff things? Who doesn't love visceral experiences of things, you know?
How do you like your tea? Cream? Sugar? Or do you want me to pee in it?
But through all of this, I have not only learned about what it's like to be in the public eye, there's a lot of discrimination against sex workers. Not just for the fact that we make money with our bodies and the fact that people are shameful of their own sexual desires. I mean, that's why people come to me. That's why people come to my friends and talk about things in private, because they're either ashamed or embarrassed. And why not make somebody feel validated in something that is not harmful? Liking pee, like, that is so not harmful. Like, or liking to smell farts, or wanting some hot girl's bathtub water, you know? Like, it's not that much of a big deal. If somebody enjoys it, let them enjoy it. But people have shame, and people who have shame project shame. And a lot of those people are in our Congress. They're running our countries. They're our friends and families and authority figures. And I believe shame has created all of these bills and legislations that are so anti-sex worker, but they're posed as anti-child sex trafficking laws. So Fosta-Sesta, which is the bill that basically says, we want to get rid of sex trafficking, we're going to try to make it easier online so that, you know, we can catch sex traffickers. But honestly, most people don't even understand sex trafficking in general and how it is so not the same as sex work. But it has become kind of synonymous with it because people think that we're being trafficked. People think that we are being harmed. So Fosta-Sesta basically is telling websites, you are responsible for all of the content posted on your site, even if you didn't post it. So this means anybody posting anything, the website gets in trouble. So of course the website doesn't want to get in trouble, so they start banning content that could get them in trouble, which bans us from being able to promote our services, to be able to talk freely with each other, to be able to share information about clients or things that we may need to know about for our own safety, for our own income. It took away a lot of opportunities and is still constantly taking away a lot of opportunities from sex workers. That's why you see Tumblr doesn't have nudity anymore. And that's why you see Backpage went down a few years ago. And that's why Instagram is banning and shadow banning and deleting and suspending so many of my friends for clothed pictures, but the fact that they solicit content and are trying to make a decent living. Fosta-Sesta is really f***ed us over. So me trying to get people to my new sites, I have to be really careful. The only place I can really advertise right now are on Snapchat, my Twitter, and like thirst traps on TikTok to try to get people to think that I'm a sex worker so that they'll come to my sites. It's like you have to be really sneaky on the internet. So it's not going to be easy for me to make that extra income that I just lost because of all of these implications that are already so hard for us to be able to promote and to be able to make money. But now I've lost another way to be able to talk to my fans, talk to people who are actually interested in buying my content and supporting me financially. Now I have to find new ways. But honestly, I couldn't have gotten through all of this public shaming, losing a very significant chunk of my income, and seeing my name on the internet for something that is just misinformed. I couldn't have gotten through all of this without the fellow sex workers in my community and my friends and fans. I have never felt like I've been in a group where I actually belonged and where people really supported each other and empathize, like truly empathize, because we've all lost our accounts. We've all lost parts of our income. And it's not uncommon in the sex work industry. It's actually very common that this shit happens. So we're always there for each other to help each other build up. Once one person loses something, people have reached out to me to help me, shout me out on their pages or to share their fans with me or have them send me tips. Like, I am so, so, so grateful for everybody in the community, and I'm so grateful that I'm a part of the community. Like, how awesome is it that you could be naked online, somebody sees your but then sees you lose that account where you show your and want to help you share your even more. That's the sweetest thing ever. Ugh. But this leads me to the point of advice. Sex workers, if you are a newbie sex worker, if you're an advanced sex worker, if you've never done sex work at all but you've been thinking about it, number one tip, have backups. Have different sites. Don't just be on one site. Don't be just an OnlyFans person. Don't just be on ManyVids. Don't just be here. Have multiple platforms, because you never know when you're gonna lose it. For a personal situation like mine, or a couple months ago, there was another website, Avian Stars, that just took away a lot of monetization, and everybody making money on that website had to go somewhere new. I mean, that's how I joined OnlyFans in the first place, is Patreon was kicking sex workers off and I was getting suspended, so I went somewhere new. We're just going to have to keep rebuilding. We're gonna have to keep finding new platforms that accept us and care for us. OnlyFans does not care about sex workers. That's the thing you should go away with this, is OnlyFans does not care about sex workers. They only, if you look at their Twitter, all they do is promote celebrities and safe for work content. Not once have they ever promoted a not safe for work creator. We do all of that ourselves. We promote ourselves for that site and make them money when they have to do literally nothing for us. And clearly they don't care about us staying on there. I've had multiple friends risk losing their account, or me actually losing my account. Thanks, April. Yes, you can get a cup of cactus sent straight to you if you live in the United States. But this is not the only thing I do. This is the smallest fraction of what I actually do. Like, mostly what I do is I make clips, I film myself, I do solo content, I make pee content, I make hairy content. A lot of my stuff is very fetish based. It's not always plowing and bumping and grinding other people. I actually personally out of my comfort zone. Like, we all have our own comfort zones. Not every sex worker wants to do everything all the time just to make money. I have picked what I like to do, and I actually really do like filling up cups of pee. Like, I think it's something, you know, like, I drink water constantly. I'm a hydrated hottie, let me tell you. So I have very hydrated pee, and I pee all the time. So why not take something that I do all the time anyways, make money off of it, and also make people happy? Pee.
You gotta wait just a little bit longer, dude. There's those cars.
I need to pee so bad.
I know.
I wish they would leave.
Okay, go.
I love doing this, but like I said, I do more. I make clips. I sell other items. I sell panties. I sell prints. I sell stickers. I actually have some merch. Let me show you. My friend illustrated this for me, and I think it's so freaking cute. It's me on a little toilet. Never did I think that I was gonna be known for being the pee girl, because pee actually is not even my fetish. Pee is something that I just enjoy doing. Doesn't really turn me on. Sometimes it turns me, actually sometimes it has turned me on. I'll take that back. But it's not always on my mind for my own pleasure. It's more just like, I've gotta pee. Let's make this cute and let me film it and make some money off of it. I'm known for holding my bladder. I'm known for having really long pees and just being really fucking cute at it too. I love being just adorable, doing something that anybody can do, but I do it well, you know? Overall, being a sex worker to me means just being able to be a creative, sexually explorative creature and sharing it. I'm a photographer, and I've had a lot of experience with creating content, and I felt like, why don't I make that for myself? I'm already an artist. Why not make some more art, make way more money than if I were doing photography or trying to sell my prints or something. I'm the pee queen. I am creating art that people want to see, which kind of sucks as a photographer, meaning like people don't want to see your stuff, but I'm happy to get my art out there in any way. I love doing it. I love being silly and creative, and I love being with friends and connecting with people who make similar content and who just love being naked and being comfortable with who they are and sharing that on the internet. And that is so hard for most people on this earth to do. And sex workers are people who are like, I know my body, I know myself, I know my limits. Let's make something out of it. And let's have some fun, you know? Well, thank you for watching my video. I have been staying hydrated AF. I really need to pee now. Been kind of holding it for the last couple minutes. Well, maybe more than that. But anyways, I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. And I hope you like the rest of my videos on YouTube from here on out. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, couple TikToks actually. Anyways, all of my links, you can go to cactuscutie.com and find everything you need to find there. I'm so thankful that I have a website during this time. That's also something that you should get if you are a sex worker and you are worried about losing your accounts. If you have any questions about anything in general, please message me on my Twitter, or just consciously try to ask me, and maybe I'll pick it up and I'll answer your question also through our mind holes. Okay, bye!
I'm gonna pee here. I did it. I peed over there.
if you didn't see already, I know my hair was kind of hiding it, but my little toilet earrings. I hope they make you as happy as they make me. Sorry, I'm just feeling myself. Looking real cute. Hee.